guys. So today we are going to work on retelling stories. Just like any author does, they tell stories in order. So do you notice how when stories are told, there's almost like a beginning, and then there's a middle, and there's an end to every story that are told in order? Well, we're going to use the book that we read, and we're going to try and find out what happened in the beginning, middle, and end, okay? But before we start, I just, how we like to go over what our bodies are supposed to be doing. So what should our ears be doing?
Listening.
What should our mouths be doing? Should they be talking?
No.
What about, should our bodies be moving around like this?
No.
And when someone else is talking, should we be talking?
No.
All right, you guys got it down. So let's just stay focused, and we'll learn a lot today about the beginning, middle, and end. If you have any questions, you guys can ask me, okay? And then we're going to try and retell it ourselves, okay? So by the end of this, you'll be able to retell the story all by yourself, okay? But before we get started, I just want to tell you guys you have been doing such a good job listening in class and paying attention and doing all your work. So I just want to give you guys a high five for that.
There's 8 lights up there.
There is lights up there.
There's 8.
There's 8 lights?
Uh-huh.
Wow, you've counted fast.
3, 4, 5, 6,
All right.
7, and then 8.
Good job. Well, I know the lights can kind of be distracting, but remember just to stay focused today, okay? Just like you guys have been doing. I also know that you guys work a lot on illustrating. Don't you guys work on illustrating when you're reading stories as responses? Do you guys remember what illustrating is?
Mm.
Is it drawing pictures or is it writing?
Drawing pictures.
Drawing, yes. Well, we're going to be doing both drawing, and if you feel comfortable, you can write as well, okay?
Do you like my hair?
I love your hair.
I like yours.
My hair is actually kind of
short.
It is short, but it's cute. You guys both have very nice hair.
My hair is way, my mom likes my hair fluffy and is big.
Yeah. Okay, so we are going to use this book to study beginning, middle, and end, okay? So some stories are told in order, and when we learn to tell stories in order, then we'll be able to tell our own stories in order too. You know when you're trying to tell a story and you get all over the place, you tell different parts of it? Well, when you learn to tell the beginning, middle, and end, it can be easier for other people to understand, right?
Right.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it really. So I brought an anchor chart today. I'll show the screen too. So the anchor chart kind of shows us what the beginning, middle, and end is. So this shows the beginning, this shows the middle, and this shows the end. So does anyone, before I give you hints, do you guys know what the beginning, middle, and end means? No? Can anyone tell me, do you know what the beginning means? The beginning of a story? Okay.
Beginning.
So the beginning of a story usually tells like the setting. Do you know what the setting is?
Yes.
So the setting is like, what is the setting?
It's like a where you are.
Where you are.
I was gonna say that.
You were gonna say that too? Well, that's great. So I drew like you could be at a house, you could be in. You could be. Oh, I just wrote a reminder on my hand. You could be in the city, and then it's the settings and the characters. Okay, do you know what the characters are?
The people.
The people or the animals, right? Just whoever's in the story. So the beginning is going to introduce that, the setting and the characters, okay? And then the middle of the story, do you guys know what middle means?
Middle?
Yeah.
Middle means?
Do you know what middle means?
Middle means?
So middle, well, yeah, so you have a middle name, right? So where is the middle name? Is it in between two things, right?
An M and an S.
Okay. So the middle is when there's a big event happens or there's a problem in the story, right? So, like, think about, have you guys ever read Hansel and Gretel? Okay, well, it's when a big problem happens. So, like, in Knuckle Bunny, when did the problem happen? Do you remember? In the middle. What happened?
It got in the
washer.
Yeah, good job.
laundry.
Okay, and then the end is when there's a solution or the end of the story, right? So can you tell me, you want to sit over there? Here, Makai, come sit down. So can you tell me what a solution is? Do you know what a solution is?
The solution is it's like the same human.
A solution is the answer to the problem. So it's when you figure out what went wrong and you fix it, right?
Right.
Okay, so we're going to use this chart. If you forget what the beginning, middle, and end is, we're going to use this chart to refer back to it, okay? Okay. All right, so we're going to read this book again. And as I'm reading, I want, if you guys think you know if it's the beginning, the middle, or the end, you can just shout out, okay? If you don't say anything, maybe I'll give you a little hint, okay? Does that sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember what the beginning, middle, and end is? You want to go over it really fast?
Yes.
What's the beginning?
The beginning is
Does the beginning happen first?
no.
Yeah. So
this side is first.
yeah, well, the cover comes first, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the beginning comes first, the middle comes second, and the end comes third, okay?
Okay.
Sounds good? So we're going to be looking for the beginning first of the story, okay? Ready?
Yes.
Knuckle Bunny by Mo Williams. Not so long ago, before she could even speak words, Trixie went on an errand with her daddy. Trixie and her daddy went down the block, through the park, past the school, and into the laundromat. So do you guys think that this is the beginning yet?
No.
Well, remember, what's the beginning?
Yes.
Setting and characters. So has it told us the characters?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And has it told us the setting?
Yes.
What's the setting?
The
Where they are. So where are they going?
in the laundry.
Yeah, the laundromat. Good job. Trixie helped her daddy put the laundry into the machine. She even got to put the money into the machine. Then they left. What's wrong?
The Knuckle Bunny.
The Knuckle Bunny. But a block or so later, Trixie realized something. Trixie turned to her daddy and said, "Aga flagga, clobble." That's right, her daddy said. We're going home. So what is the middle of the story again?
It's the human.
The middle is when there's a problem, right?
Yes.
So, do you think the problem has happened yet in the story?
Yes.
You do think the problem has happened?
Problem.
So this one says problem.
Problem.
And this one says event.
Oh, I just thought this was a problem, but that one isn't a problem.
That's all right. Okay, so what do you guys think the problem is in the story? How about you guys raise your hand this time so I can get both your thoughts? Do you think the problem has happened already in the story?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Thumbs up.
Yes.
Raise your hand if you want to tell me what the problem is right now. Lily?
The problem is the Knuckle Bunny is in the wash machine.
Good job. Do you agree with that, Makai?
Yes.
You agree. Oggle floggle clobble, said Trixie again. Bloggle plobble, wumply flapply, snurp. Trixie's not very happy, is she?
And I know what my baby says.
What?
He knows how to say our names.
Really? That's awesome. Now, please don't get fussy, said her daddy. Well, she had no choice. Trixie bawled. You guys read that? She went boneless. So her body just went like this.
It's loose.
She did everything she could to show how unhappy she was. Look at her now. She's like, now she's not boneless anymore, is she? She's flailing her arms all around. By the time they got home, her daddy was unhappy too. As soon as Trixie's mommy opened the door, she asked, "Where's Knuckle Bunny?" Look at Trixie. The whole family ran down the block, and they ran through the park. They zoomed past the school and into the laundromat. Trixie's daddy looked for Knuckle Bunny and looked and looked and looked, but Knuckle Bunny was nowhere to be found. So Trixie's daddy decided to look harder until Knuckle Bunny! So, did they fix the problem yet?
Yes.
How did they fix the problem?
They found Knuckle Bunny.
Yeah, so would you think that would be the end of the story then? They found Knuckle Bunny?
Yeah.
And those were the first words Trixie ever said. The end.
Jinx, you owe me soda.
Good job, guys. Yep, Jinx, you owe me a soda. All right, so you notice how Mo Williams, the author, used beginning, middle, and end in his story. Yeah, so we are going to go over the beginning, middle, and the end together, just like how we did in the story, but we're going to go over it again so you guys can really think about it, okay? And then you're going to get a chance to draw what you think happened in the beginning, middle, and end, okay? So, how about before we look at the book, can anyone tell me what happened in the beginning?
I can't know.
You can't know? Well, let's think about it. The setting and the characters is what happens in the beginning when it introduces the story to you. So, what happened in the beginning of the story? What was the first thing that happened?
I know.
You know? Makai, I'll let you think for a second, okay? What was the first thing that happened in the story? In the beginning. Characters and setting. What were Trixie and her dad doing?
Washing the laundry.
Yeah, they were at the laundromat, right?
And then.
And then, what happened in the beginning? I mean, in the middle. Sorry.
She lost it in the laundromat.
Yeah. So, would you agree?
Yes.
How do you know that that's the middle?
I can see the cars all the way from here.
Yep.
And Miss Powell's truck.
Yep, you can. But let's keep our eyes on here, okay?
Okay.
So, how do you know that is the middle? What happened so that you knew it was the middle?
The characters.
The characters, what happened to the characters?
They lost the Apple Bunny.
Right, so there was a problem, right?
Yes.
And then Trixie how did Trixie feel on the way home? Sad. Okay. And then what happened at the end?
She's happy.
What was the solution?
They found it.
They found it. How did they find Knuckle Bunny?
By going to the laundromat, and we found M was the one that they put their stuff in.
Right.
And then she was happy again.
Yeah.
And then she said her first words.
Good job. Good job. Do you have anything else you would like to add to that?
Can I see a marker?
Yeah, we're actually going to draw right now. You ready to start drawing? So we're going to work together, and we're going to use these
Pencil.
worksheets that I brought. Okay. You can use a pencil or markers, up to you.
No.
These are the- And I'm going to help you guys because I know you might not know how to read what these words say. So if you need help, don't worry, I'll help you.
I don't know how to read.
You know how to read some words.
I know how to
sounding
read
it out.
Beginning,
That's because I'm sounding it out.
beginning, middle, end.
Yeah, and Makai, sounding out is reading, right? So you're getting there. All right, so I'm going to use a pencil. Do you guys want to use a pencil or markers?
Oh,
I would say
the
marker.
Yeah, Actually, I want to use marker too. Markers are more fun, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, I'll use pink. You can use more than one color, but I'm just going to use pink.
I was gonna use pink.
Well, there's two pinks. You want pink too?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll get the skin color for their skin.
Yeah. There's. Well, that's the skin color for you, right?
And she has this skin color.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and there's another black right here.
Okay, so ready? So,
I just need one more color.
first, together, we are going to illustrate or write. So, if you want to write, you can illustrate what happened in the beginning of the story. So, right here is beginning. The first box is beginning. This box right here is beginning. Okay? And I want you guys, let's work together. What do you think we should illustrate in the beginning? What do you think we should illustrate?
Beginning.
What should we illustrate? What is in the beginning?
They lost something.
Before they lost something. Where were they?
They was in the laundromat.
Yeah, they were in a laundromat. Okay, so let's.
They lost a bunny.
Yep. So in the beginning, what should we draw? Who was there at the laundromat?
Their dad and their baby and the apple bunny.
Yeah. So let's. How about we draw that? So I'm gonna draw a laundry machine. Just draw as best as you can. Okay?
I'm thinking.
You're thinking? Yeah, take your time. And we'll draw.
I'm going to use black for the laundry.
That's always the same line. These are running away like a speed.
And you can also, I'm also going to write words, okay? But that's up to you if you want to write words too.
I don't want to write words.
Okay.
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 Where can I write words? Down here?
Yep. So in the beginning, you can write, what do you want to write?
Why are
Remember, we're
these
talking
in
about the beginning of Knuckle Bunny.
Why are these in here?
Just sound it out as best as you can, okay? It's okay. It doesn't have to be right.
Why is this in here?
I'm not doing it. I did a K. I just
Okay. As long as you know what it says, right?
Next. I know it's next. Let me write my name.
Yeah, I forgot to tell you guys to
This
write
is
your
a
name.
F. This is a F.
If you add a line right there, it would be an F.
I know it's next. Middle.
Okay, so I'm going to write a few words. I'm going to say,
I'll try to say something.
okay. I'm going to say, Trixie and her dad went to the laundromat with Knuckle Bunny.
How do you spell Trixie?
If you want to look in the story, bless you. This is Trixie right here, so you can sound out Trixie. Remember how we talk about in class the X sound?
I got it.
Good job. All right, do you want to draw a photo too, or do you just want to keep the writing?
Keep writing.
Okay. So what did? Okay, I'm gonna let Lily finish her writing. So what did you write, Makai?
I wrote na.
No, you wrote something. Like, what were you thinking?
I wrote the same thing what I just wrote. The name of a bunny.
Okay, so were you thinking about them going to the laundromat, Knuckle Bunny?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
And he got in the laundry.
We got in the laundry. Yeah. So now, all right, I'm going to give Lily a few more minutes. Micaiah, do you want to add anything to yours, or are you all done?
I'm not on that. Well, I'm not done.
Are you okay? We still have to do the middle and end, but if you want to just sit there while we're waiting for Lily, okay? You can draw on this paper if you want while you're waiting.
Which color do you want me to use?
Whatever color you want.
I don't know if it's the next page, but that's all.
I can do that
So
too.
laundromat.
I can
Yeah,
do
one
that
to
too.
one. Honestly, I agree.
This one says laundromat.
At
Laundromat. It's kind of a confusing word. But if you want to sound it out too, you can.
L-A.
Can we listen to that?
What?
Can we listen to that?
When we're done, if you want to watch it, a little bit of it, we can.
Let's try out the one.
All right. One more minute, Lily, okay?
Trying to make one.
I know.
B.
Here, do you want me to read it to you? R. O.
Where's my yellow? What about the
What? It keeps,
Oh.
it keeps coming back.
And then Matt. I think you know how to spell Matt, don't you?
Lily, your yellow keeps falling.
You know how to spell Matt, Lily? Matt.
I have to do it like this.
Okay.
I'll press it.
I can also do a kind of like this.
Okay.
Good job.
And then
I can do the right way and the right way and the middle way. And then I can do a flip.
T. And then
Perfect.
Want to see me flip?
Yeah, I want to see. No, actually, no, I don't. I don't want you to hurt yourself.
I'm not.
Well, let's do this first, and then we can show each other our tricks, okay? I know you guys struggle because you haven't been able to go out to recess at all. I can't imagine. Okay, so now that we've done... Micaiah, you down there?
Yes.
All right, are you ready?
the red was about to fall.
You ready for the next
The
part?
red was about to fall.
So now that we did this one together, I'm just going to have you all illustrate the middle by yourself, okay?
I'm gonna use
It's going to be
different.
hard.
You got it.
No, it really is going to be hard for me to draw that.
Okay. Why do you think it's going to be hard?
Because I don't know how to spell.
Well, you can just draw. Do you need help with something?
I can do this. Look at this.
Yeah, you can look at that for hints. So we're doing the middle, right? So what's the middle again?
E.
And
There's two E's on it.
Event. Well, yeah, that says even. It does say even. Good job. And the problem.
Problem.
Yep. So remember we talked about the problem?
Cobbling? You said cobbling?
No, I said remember when we talked about the problem?
Problem.
So go ahead and illustrate it as best as you can, okay? Remember, I'm not grading you. We're just doing this so I can learn from you, okay? 'Cause you might have a different idea than I do.
I'm trying to spell. I don't know how to spell knuckle bunny.
Knuckle bunny, just sound it out as best as you can, okay? I know it's hard. Yeah, you're good at sounding that. Just like you did in class, right?
At first.
All right. I'm going to give you guys 2 more minutes. I'm setting a timer.
Really
I don't
hard.
want a timer.
I'm looking
Let's
at.
count.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't have enough time. It's really hard.
It's okay.
Hey, see, it's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? You just have to try your best.
Yeah.
Oh.
There's a timer. Did I?
G.
Did I? I did it.
Look. And then bunny. How do you spell bunny now?
It's just
E. Bunny. P. P. P.
Is it E next after P?
Ready? Sound it out. What makes the sound?
E.
Keep sounding out. You got it.
Third one next.
Ready?
B.
It's okay if you don't get it right. You're just practicing.
Me and I know how to spell my full bunny.
You should write it. You can write it on your paper if you want.
That's an N, not an N. Back end says it's still an N.
Oh, timer's up. Okay. So before we move on to N, I just want to check in and see what did you guys show me what you all drew and if you're having any problems.
Not a problem.
You're having a problem? That looks great. So what did you draw?
Is also TEVIL.
I can't do
That's okay. As long as you understand it, that's all that matters, okay? What did you write, Makai? What did you write about?
I wrote the character and I was trying to write this off, but I didn't know. I did this one. And did you do that one?
So you were trying to write problem?
Yeah.
So what were you trying to say what the problem was in the story? Yeah, what was the problem? What was the middle of the story? What happened in the middle? Lily, do you know?
I'm trying to find that one page. Let's see what kind of eyebrows she has. Oh, there we go.
Okay, what happened in the middle
I'm
of the
trying
story?
to write it.
You're trying to write it to me? Okay. As long as you write it down, that's what matters. Okay. Now we are going to illustrate or write what happened at the end of the story. Okay? And you're just going to do this by yourself. Sound good? Okay, sound good?
I'm trying to write it. I'm usually mess up.
Oh, okay. All right, I'm going to set a timer for 5 more minutes, okay?
What's that? How's that going?
Wonderful. Illustrate what happened at the end of the story for me. You're silly.
That's what my mom says.
That's what your mom says. Oh, it's okay. You don't need to get frustrated at yourself.
Mom,
You're doing great.
and just the end.
You done?
I'm
Yes.
doing a circle for the keys. And then I'll do. Then I'll go over those hairs.
Whose house is that? The blue?
It's a good question. That'd be pretty nice if you lived there. You could walk right to school, huh?
I know whose house is that. It's the one who picks up trash. That's whose house it is.
Mr.
It is. Mr. Francisco's house?
Yes.
What? I wondered whose house that was. Huh. I know.
One time when we was going somewhere, I saw
I'll
him
have to
go in.
do like
Really?
this for the
Yes.
words because I don't know how to do that.
Okay.
That's his house. He maybe is right in there already. I think.
I don't know, because I just saw him walk by.
Then he's not in. I can reach this without standing on my tippy toes. Mom.
There we go.
All right, Makai, come sit down. We're going to go over everything. So I think, Lily, you're all done?
Not yet. Just writing all the names in the bottom to know what the
This
to
gonna
know
be
what to
fun.
say.
Okay.
Can I actually say words in my head while I'm writing?
Yeah, as long as you understand it, right? As long as you know what you're writing. Okay, so,
I'm done.
good job, guys. So, we are going to start with Makai, and we're just going to share what we illustrated, okay?
Okay.
So, Makai, go ahead.
I was trying to write Alpha Bunny, but now
Knuckle button.
So, for the beginning, what did you write?
I wrote this, and then
So, this is what you wrote for the middle of the story? So, what did you write for the middle of the story?
I was trying to write this, and
You're
then
trying to say that there's a
I
problem,
wrote this.
and then at the end of the story, what did you illustrate for the end of the story?
I wrote this.
You wrote end.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for sharing.
Look at him.
Yeah. All right, Lily, how about you?
I'll do.
Here, Makai, come sit down and listen to Lily while she's talking,
I'll do
okay?
the end.
Well, why don't you show us all of them? Okay, come sit down. No, we're almost done. Okay, so what did you draw for the middle?
I draw the.
You can show your face.
I draw the.
So you're gonna hold that up so.
I draw her really. I draw her angry because she was mad in the middle.
Okay, that's a really good observation. And then what did you draw for the and write for the end?
She was in the father's hand and he has the keys. He was saying, "Where's the knuckle bunny?"
That was what happened at the end.
Okay.
Okay. So what I thought you guys all had really great observations. All right. I liked how Makai I liked how you noticed that in the middle, what you wrote that there's a problem, right?
Yes.
What was the problem?
The problem was all
It was la la la. No, what was the problem in the story?
The problem they lost the Uncle Bunny.
Right, yeah, and then I like how Lily also noticed in the middle that the problem was also that Trixie was, how was Trixie
It's a
feeling?
both sides.
She was feeling mad, right? So there's two problems,
It's a
right?
both sides.
And then what was the end of the story? What?
She was
Yeah,
happy.
she was happy, right? So, okay.
It was mad.
So basically, the point of this lesson is I just wanted you guys to start talking about the beginning, middle, and the end of stories. And I just thought of one thing that we could do as a little wrap up so you all could tell us about your lives. Could you tell me a story with a beginning and a middle and an end? Anything you want. Just a nice short story.
It was Uncle Bunny got lost in the laundry mat, and then he was mad, and they was going home.
Okay, that's good. That's the story you wanted to tell. You didn't want to tell a story about yourself?
I'm not telling a story about myself.
That's all.
That's all you.
I'm not telling a story about myself.
Okay.
That's all just listen to.
With a beginning, middle, and end.
When I was at home, at night, I was sleeping, and I was in the middle, and when I was sleeping, I woke up, and then when it was morning, the end, I was really tired.
Okay, because you woke up in the night. That's a really good one. I like how you told me when it was the beginning, middle, and end. Okay, so, guys, well, guy and girl, what you guys can do in your future when you're writing, because you guys are authors too, right? One day, maybe you could even write a book. But now you know it's important to write events in order, okay? What does in order mean? With a
Beginning, middle, and end.
So, Makai, do you think that you could write a story or illustrate a story with a beginning, middle, and end now?
No, I just have to keep thinking.
You just have to keep thinking? Okay. Well, that's good too. As long as you're still thinking, right?
We can even write something on the back. We can draw something on the back too.
Okay, well, we're all done for today. Is there anything else you want to add or another story you want to tell about with a beginning, middle, and end?
I do.
Makai?
You were going to write a picture earlier.
Okay, well, now we'll end the lesson, and then you guys can draw a picture of whatever you want, okay? All right, thank you so much for helping me out today.
Welcome.
Say bye.
Bye.
Can we write something?